On his tour with Jeff Beck, is Johnny Depp hoping for rock and roll atonement? As special guest of British guitar icon Jeff Beck, who brought the only Canadian date of his North American tour to Toronto's Meridian Hall on Monday night, actor-turned-musician Johnny Depp is learning as he tours. The 59-year-old Depp is attempting to change the subject after filing a successful defamation case against his ex-wife Amber Heard earlier this year, which attracted millions of live stream viewers and sparked much discussion about the couple's toxic behavior toward one another. Has the actor, who began playing guitar at the age of 12 and created the Hollywood Vampires with Joe Perry of Aerosmith. 78-year-old Beck, a two-time Rock and Roll Hall of Famer and 8-time Grammy winner, has the musical credentials to perform on stage with someone of his stature. The quick response is no, not really. But don't feel too bad for the attractive, well-regarded actor, who clearly looked the part of a rocker while dressed in an all-black ensemble with the exception of a white tank top, a blue cap on his head, and a watch chain and scarf dangling from each of his back pockets. His rhythm guitar is excellent, but his vocal isn't powerful enough to carry tunes like This Is a Song for Miss Hedy Lamarr by Johnny Depp, Dennis Wilson's Smile, The Velvet Underground's Venus in Furs, or John Lennon's Isolation. The latter from the recently released Beck Depp album 18 that features both original songs and covers. When his vocals were distorted, as they were during the set's last cover of the Death and Resurrection show by Killing Joke, they sounded better. Depp only performed for around 50 minutes of the 85-minute act, during which time Beck displayed his remarkable guitar skills on instrumentals like the Beach Boys' Carolyn, No and, later in the performance, the Beatles' A Day in the Life and Jimi Hendrix's Little Wing. At about the halfway point of Lincre's iconic instrumental rumble, Depp lumbered onto the stage. Undoubtedly, the actor's ardent supporters congregated in front of the tour vans outside of Meridian Hall on Monday night trying to catch a glimpse of Depp believing he could do no wrong. Maureen Bowens of Toronto, who was waiting with her daughter Leslie Jantsai and holding a male doll with a note she intended to give him, said, "We love him. Everything since the trial. He is not a liar. He tells the reality. Right into his soul, in his eyes. Now, it's almost an obsession." Jantsai continued, "He just appeared so beautiful and defenseless. I was sure he hadn't done it." Depp was in Toronto earlier that day for a sound check when Toronto fan Eve Fisher, who was carrying a handmade black fedora with silver thread for him to accept, spotted him. He promised to return, but that was 3 hours ago, according to Fisher. "He is a fantastic actor, and I am so sorry for everything he had to go through throughout the trial. I'm only here to help him." On September 23 in Delville, Texas, Beck began his North American tour. He shared the bill for the first 6 performances with long-standing musical pals ZZ Top, then Depp joined him for the remaining dates on October 4. While waiting next to the tour buses with her daughter Lisa Gyra, Niagara Falls resident Mary Gyra remarked, "Jeff Beck is terrific, but Johnny's better. He's a fantastic actor and comes across as a decent humanitarian. I adore the hospital visits he makes to the children. I think that's wonderful. He was rather depressed after his trial, but I still believed he was justified. I merely support him."